Okay. At this stage, I'm gonna put my bevel on this blade, and I'm also going to go ahead and take this little part out right here and ground this down pretty flat right there. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. So this is where it's a little tricky, and I use a pair of vice grips to hold my blade to do this. Come on over here and where you can see what I'm doing. So here we go. Two grinds on it. Pretty good. Good shot, good. Okay, so at this point it's getting pretty sharp, and so what I'll probably do is change my belt out. And what you do, if I'm looking at this edge straight on, I'll look at it and examine it real close in the light, and if I see any reflection at all, I know that it's dull, and I need to continue to work it down and get that bevel on there, get that edge. Okay, it's and you might have places, depending on your stroke and when you're moving it back and forth on the sanding belt, you may have places that are not as thin as need to be. Okay, and you may have to work that edge, but then you want to come back and create this smooth flow from one end to the. You don't want to have a bunch of irregular places in your edge. So I'd come back and correct that if I had to work one area or the other. And so I'll do that now. I'll switch out on the belts, and we'll smooth this rough. See how rough it is? Want to smooth that up, and we also want to take that black paint off there and get it where we can maybe polish it just a little bit. But it's gonna turn dark with use. So it's not made to look. It's made to be a tool to use. And if you don't want to keep it on the cabinet, we keep ours on the cabinet. I'll show you a stand that I make for them. You can put it in a sheath and put it in a drawer, which you need to put it in a sheath if you're gonna put it in a drawer, if you keep it sharp. Okay, I switched to a 100 grit belt. Oh yeah. That's almost ready. It's really getting there. I'm gonna move over to this sanding belt here, this 2x42, and oh, it's getting there. Okay, so what I want to do now is you don't have to, you can just epoxy that into a handle if you want to, but I do like to put at least one pin in there. And because this metal is so hard, drilling that is going to be difficult at best. So what I do, I'll just lay it back down here, and I'll use my grinding wheel to let's see, best place I want to put it. I'll just cut me a slit in there, and I'll pin it through that slit instead of trying to drill a hole. Simple enough. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and take some sandpaper and get this get all this paint off here and kind of sand that and polish it up a little bit before I worry about a handle for it.